Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a timepiece from a series I describe as Patek for pennies. This is the year 2000 Chopard L.U.C Quattro from the Louis Chopard or L.U.C collection of manufactured timepieces. This is virtuosity in 38mm rose gold, a COSC chronometer, Geneva Seal, 4 mainspring barrels, 9-day power reserve, rose-lathe guilloche dial with complications. It's as good as it gets, and I normally don't mention prices in these videos, but when you can pick something like this up for less than $10,000, you're almost at price parity with some steel Rolex sports watches, and on some level that just feels wrong. But for the open-minded enthusiast, this is an incredible opportunity. The watch on my wrist is 38mm in rose gold. It was launched in the year 2000, and it was Chopard's second manufactured caliber, the 198. It's only 9.8mm thick in spite of its complications and its long legs. Only 46mm lug-to-lug. You can see on my 16cm circumference wrist, it wears easy, such that I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13.5cm circumference. The spacing between the lugs is a vintagey 19mm, so it is a very traditional men's dress watch in almost every respect. Jumping over to the strap, you can see that it's factory fitment and a little bit extravagant in its use of polished, light brown, almost honey alligator leather with a monotone stitch. You can see sheer sides that do show the layers of construction. It is a brand new Chopard factory strap, calfskin on the bottom, with a Chopard factory rose gold pin buckle to match the case, 18 karat. The case band, simple but strong, with a squared off end profile to the lugs that add a little bit of masculinity in combination with the soft feminine sweep of the smooth high polished case band. The character lines are few but well chosen, with the principal one being a lug-to-lug span that helps to define the mid case as it abuts the edge of the bezel. Now the bezel is broad and flat. Think Patek Philippe 5107, you got the general idea with respect to the bezel architecture. The dial is best described as extraordinary. You see real faceted yellow gold Dauphine hands at center. You see yellow, or I should say rose gold Dauphine hands at center, rose gold diamond polished and faceted dart style hour indices. You have a true rose lathe cut guilloche dial. This is not the stamped stuff. This was done on an ancient rose engine. There is a mono counter down at 6 o'clock which features both the radial date display as well as the constant seconds, and then there is a power reserve up at 12 o'clock that reads 8 days, but the watch actually runs for 9 to 10. All of that provided by a movement that is best described as literally as good as it gets. Now you can see the movement is caliber 198, known as the Quattro because it features twin mainspring barrels that are effectively double stacked barrels. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 4 barrels in total, and you have that 216-hour power reserve. Now what you also have is a 5-position adjustment to earn a COSC chronometer certificate, which comes in the boxed set with this watch. You also have a movement that was built in Chopard's Geneva workshops, though based out of Fleurier. This was made in the Geneva shop, therefore eligible to earn the Geneva hallmark, which you can see on the train bridge adjacent to my finger. The balance beating away at 28.8, featuring a black polished swan's neck regulator over a balance that you can stop, as the watch features the refinements of stop seconds as well as a quick set date. A remarkably refined piece. You can see from this angle just how refined. Black polished screw heads with chamfered slots, black polished swan's neck fine regulator. You can see the mirrored anglage on the edge of every bridge as well as the execution on the jewel sinks, and you can see every single one of them lighting up as well as the screw sinks. There's an engine turn perlage on the base plate. You can see the Côte de Genève across this movement are the real deal, laid down with an abrasive wheel and not stamped on. This is an extraordinary 39 jewel movement. Thin, fine, accurate, It's the full package, and from a brand that has invested perhaps more than any other in going from zero to excellent in the space of manufactured watchmaking. From 1996 to about 2000, Chopard literally took away the breath of Swiss watchmaking, as important in advancing the state of the art in movement design and movement finish as its rival from Saxony, A. Lange und Söhne. Those two companies together helped to force Patek to rethink its standards of finishing and watchmaking in its mainstream models. You can be part of this quiet revolution and a collector movement that hasn't quite started. Just as early Roger Dubuis watches are seeing their values soar today, I believe the next frontier in ultra-luxury haute de gamme semi-vintage collecting will be these early Louis Ulysse Chopard models. Get on the bandwagon before it even exists. See this one and make it yours on the Watchbox.